Alright. Alright. Well, I'm gonna leave this so you all don't have to hear me non-stop commentating. Alright. Let's go.
The escape pod will soon be in rebel hands.
In a minute. Alright, so we got 2 teams, and I'm getting invited to something else. I don't know what I'm supposed to join, so I'm just gonna chill here. So we got 2 teams playing. We got Baseball's team composed of PFL Ice, Mr. 20 Keys, and Andrew Del Fuego. Then we have Mijo's team composed of King Caldera, Purtle, and Nazgul, aka Symphonic.
We can't let that happen.
This is going to be a best out of 3, I believe. It's going to be a short tournament, essentially, where after each best of 3 is played, you play against the winner of the other best of 3. So we have 4 teams playing, essentially, right? So you'll have both teams face each other, winner plays winner, loser plays loser, and then I think we go into a final. Symphonic being toxic and emoting, his control goes the way of Mijo's team. Hiding in a little rat spot. Caldera defending. Who has a cycler? I see Keith making a push for it. He's gonna be weak here. Purtle takes him down. Nice melee. Ice is gonna go, but he is just launching himself at it. Caldera takes him down. I think there's a very strong team right here. Caldera, Purtle, Mijo, very strong team. Nazgul doesn't really play too much, but you know, has all the experience in the world, so does he even have to play? First pod goes the way of Mijo.
The escape pod will soon be in rebel hands.
Yes, I can, let me grab the link.
Imperials are taking that escape pod.
Alright, so control is on the side of Baseball for the time being, but we do see a 2-man push here. Unicorn's on it, he's gonna get the claim. They're pushing around the back, only 1 person remaining. He gets pushed down, but they do have the close spawn. They are pushing up ramp. They know they are there. Oh, Symphonic pushing in on the side, gets 1 pick, but the rest of the team is still there. They should be giving some partner spawns. They do, they have the time still. Keys is pushing in, but I think it's a little bit early. He is able to get it though. Nobody has angles. Two picks going the way of Baseball's team. They have control. It's a very good push from them. They did get reset here. This is a short pod now, so we need to see a quick push out of Mijo's team. Purtle misses his jump pack, kind of stays in the bottom. He's going to be late for the pod. Pod goes the way of Baseball's team, and they are tied 1-1. Taking a quick look at the scores here.
We have the location of another pod.
Unicorn is carrying as expected. Purtle. Frankly, this team here on the Unicorn side, I'm seeing the numbers I'm expecting to see. On the other hand, I think Baseball definitely has some room for growth, some room to bring these numbers up. Keith is doing fine, Ice is doing fine, Andrew's doing exceptionally well. Looking at the current state of the match. Purtle's going in for it. Keys was waiting, gets him with the cycler. Very well done. Good solid defense. Blaster cannon is invested by Keys. Shoots Unicorn a little bit, but he might get shot on the side by Caldera, who's going to try to grab an angle on him. Makes a push for it. He does waste his cycler. but it should be alright. There is no shield near him. Does go down to the Dio. And here comes Pirtle. He's going to be on it here. Baseball can't stop him. I don't think he will. Oh, he does. Baseball, beautiful defense there. Fantastic melee. Gets Pirtle off the pod. Pirtle might have gotten stuck on the turret, it looked like. Wonder if Keys placed that blaster cannon there with the intent of blocking someone from being able to claim, because it definitely succeeded in doing so. Pirtle's trying to ring around the rosy here on the pod, just keeping himself alive with a shield. Body's going down, kills going the way of Mijo's team. Put 4 and 12, but he's playing good OBJ. Baseball still kind of dropping the ball here. Oh, 2 Sackler misses, but Keys does get the claim. Stays alive and gets a kill. Very well done. Now Mijo is going to go hunt him down, takes him down with a smart rocket. Pirtle is eating through these shields at a pretty fast rate. I hope he is taking time to actually find more. How many does he have? He has 2 left. How many does Keys have? None. Alright, well. Pirtle does seem to be doing a better job. Alright, here we go. Last minute. The shield is spent, but he can't go for it yet. He should be able to claim it here. He does.
Rebels are securing the area around that escape.
That escape artist is putting in work. So we do see a split team here. They are going to get called out. There's 3 right here, but they are going to be surrounded. Keys goes for it. He's going to get tackled off for sure. We're trying to have some gunfights. Pirtle is defending. Caldera is there prioritizing that pod. And it is going to go the way of Mijo's team. So far, a really even match. Now, if I look at these KDs, I don't know if it should be an even game. I think Mijo's team is overwhelmingly having way more kills. But they are just not keeping up with the objective play. Right? Baseball's team, despite a weaker performance, they're holding it in, and they're tied. Keys is going to be behind the pod. Ooh, nice iron grenade. Mijo's making a push for it. He's going to get the kill. Caldera's there to help him. Mijo gets taken down. Really nice hack clip, but Keys couldn't hold. Pirtle's going to be on it for sure here.
Capturing the escape pod.
I don't know if I would have prioritized that kill. I think staying alive there might have been a little more valuable just to provide the back spawns. But push nonetheless. So control is on the side of Mijo's team now. Pirtle going for shield. He doesn't have too many. Makes sense. Keys creeping up. He's going to get tackled. Oh, Pirtle misses it. Keys gets the claim. Caldera's going to go down here. And they got it. Well, that's pretty uncontested. They just had a much stronger defense towards the end.
We have the location of another pod. Let's capture it for the rebellion.
And Caldera's first one there, but he's going to be pushed by 2 people. Baseball kind of prioritizing not just the push, but also the back spawn. He grabs the kill, but he's going to get pushed here by Pirtle. Oh, Andrew with a nice save, watching his back. Solid kill. Keys is... Oh, Keys got stuck along the way. Will he be able to get it? He is. Very good claim. Although Mijo is right there for the retouch. The rest of their team is here. Mijo's team does have control here.
You're all right. You're not hurt. Get going.
In control. Porto's riding in the bottom. Right, kind of a classic spot. The rest of baseball's teams coming through Walker, Crawler. He's making a push, but I don't think it's going to work out for him. He gets melee off. As the pod goes to Mijo's team again, tied. This is really close.
We've picked up another
Mijo
escape pod signal.
putting in the work, 38 kills. We could potentially see 50.
The area around the escape pod.
Man, it's just different. Meanwhile, baseball still hasn't really picked up that much steam. I would expect him to have 30 by now. And we're not there quite yet. Mijo breaks 40. Just being chaos on the map. And here we go, going down to the wire. Keys pushes, gets that, and is able to get a touch. I'm noticing the trend here is that Keys is able to get touches he should not be able to get because Mijo's team is not properly defending. Outside of Pirtle, the rest of this team is not interested in defending the pod. They are somewhere around the map, and Keys just gets a free touch. That's a pretty funny Basher kind of exchange, but it does get blown up. Interesting. Needs to grab that. He does. No, I think this pod's gonna go the way of baseball's team again, just because they're playing a much better drop zone. And here we go, last second push. Pirtle is able to get it. Keys is just not aware there's somebody on the pod. They do get the close spawn. Here we go again. It seems like it's up to the shield player, shield tackle player, to also be the one defending by themselves. And here we go. This one is going to go the way of Mijo's team. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Keys grabs that. Pirtle needs to do something about his headphones. Could not hear Keys landing right next to him. Now, this could go any way. Pirtle's on it. Oh, beautiful nade from baseball. Secures the defense, but there's still a little bit of time. King Caldera's going to make a push for it. And another push going the way of Unicorn. Trying to get on that pod. He's on it. And he gets it.
The escape pod will soon be in rebel hands.
This is a true back and forth here. Both teams trying to break the tie. But another pod lands. It could be anyone's game right now. This is either going to be the pod that defines it, or just as the spot is about to break, they grab that last one in the corner. And here we go. Keys gets the touch again. Nice melee. Caldera's going to go down, but not before getting a claim.
Stormtroopers are about to secure that escape pod.
Very heated game here. Oh, Symphonic grabs the pod. Great pod offense. Mijo does it. 50 kills. I called it. 10,000 score. But on the other side, 10,000 score coming out of Keys. Fantastic OBJ work. Definitely going to be winning all the awards at the end of this one. And here we go. He is hidden. Cycler comes out. This is his last second. And it looks like it's going to go the way of Mijo's team. Mijo putting in a master class here. 51 kills. Really good game overall. Now, look, Mijo did really well. And I think he's the reason his team barely won. But I don't think they deserved it. Baseball's team was actually trying to play the game mode. It felt more like Mijo's team was playing Blast. Except for the OBJ players who were just duking it out on the pod as the only individuals who actually cared to claim and defend. I think that if baseball had performed better, i.e. gotten more kills, that would have been the game changer. It felt like he was definitely kind of slowing down or just slowed entirely. I think he did end up with a decent amount of kills, but I truly think that his pace was just not up to par with what we've come to expect. Let me see if somebody wants to join me in commentating. Hey, Zogo. Zogo. Looks like that's a no. Make a party. Just a second, y'all. Let's see if anybody else wants to watch with me over here. Saros. We probably have one more game after this one. If you're down, I'll invite you. Mijo won the first one. It was pretty fucking close, but Mijo did drop a 51 kills. So the 50 bomb kind of carried his team. They only won by one pot, and it was really damn close. Like actually down to the wire close. Baseball's team's playing better drop zone. Baseball himself just isn't getting as many kills as he needs to. I think that was the deciding factor. Baseball just has to bump up the kills, and they would have won. Because, I mean, Mijo's team's just playing Blast. Mijo specifically, again, 51 kills. Why are we on the same map? We just played Jawa. You can do the same map? That's boring.
We are capturing the escape pod.
Well, screw it, I guess. Let's see if they actually learn how to defend on this one. Nope, Keith gets a free touch. To be fair, everybody else was white. Alright, just kind of going through the teams one more time. You got Baseball, Keys, BFL Ice, Andrew. On your side, you have Unicorn, Caldera, Nazgul, aka Symphonic, and Purtle. Zogo, want to commentate the next one? If there is a next one. Alright, Turtle on the pod. Gets a touch here. He was being shot by 2 people, but no actual anti-shield, and I think Keys might have missed his melee. Control does go the way of Baseball's team. They're still holding on to it. It is a short timer, so here we go. Turtle's gonna go for it here. Keys lands the shot he needs to land, but does get taken down. There is still enough time and they can just distract, but I think Turtle's gonna go for it. He does. He's gonna get it. Oh, Keys with a beautiful melee, but the rest of his team is on there and they are able to get that retouch. Keys near the pop, but does get taken down by Portal via melee. Baseball is down. How's Baseball doing? 6-1. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we wanted to see that last game. On the other hand, Unicorn is not doing a repeat performance, but there's still plenty of time left. Keys lands on the pod and is able to get a nice claim there. Caldera on it for the retouch. His control is still in Unicorn's team's hands. Baseball is really weak. I'm guessing he got sniped. Keys trying to make a push for it. Mijo making an attempt to delay. Keys is going for it, but that was a little bit early. There we go. He does get taken down for it. That was a bit too early of a push. I can't figure out if Keys is just being the one that has to kind of break in with the shield, or if he's just being impatient and pushing without the rest of his team. Because the latter feels like what's happening. And so far it's working, but that's only because this team just doesn't have the synergy and competency to do anything against it.
We are taking possession of the escape pod.
Alright. Baseball team still in control.
We have the location of another pod. Do not let it fall into the hands of the Rebel Alliance.
He's still defending. Does get taken down there. The control is still in the hands of Baseball's team. They have been fighting over this pot now for, I want to say, 3.5 minutes. So this is really close so far. I mean, last game was definitely a back and forth, constant pot trading. But so far, they've just fought over the first one. And here we go. Four-man push. Lots of grenades going down. Unicorn gets a touch. He tries to go for a retouch, but is not able to obtain it. 4-man still alive. I think Andrew's gonna go down here for sure. Andrew gets a kill on Sim. Mijo's behind him, takes him down. Baseball throwing a grenade should give a spawn to Andrew, and he does. And there it is. Keys goes a little bit too aggressive, gets punished for it. Does get taken down. Baseball tries to go in for a claim, but is unable to do it. This might go the way of Mijo's team, and it does. There we go. That is quite a long first Jawa pod, essentially 4.5 minutes. Now kind of transitioning onto the second pod here behind the crawler, already in possession of Mijo's team. Baseball team's mainly going through the right side of the crawler, trying to kind of push in, but Ice is going to get shot in the back. Symphonic ratting him out, as we do have multiple trades, but Baseball's team is wiped. With this being the first touch, there is still plenty of time, but they need to be kind of making some progress. Blaster Cannon is invested by Symphonic. Let's see what he can do with it. It was carefully placed. I think this will work. This is looking like a slam shot case here. Symphonic already on it. Blaster Cannon putting in work. He's gonna keep it. Gonna keep it up. And it gives them a second pod. Very strong performance out of Mijo's team. Kind of the opposite. Last game we saw Mijo just playing Blast. This game, him and the entirety of his team, they are playing the game mode. They're playing Drop Zone. And it shows. I mean, this is a much closer game. Or rather, much stronger game from Mijo's team.
Imperials are taking that escape pod.
Gets one, gets taken down though. Turtle's still on it. Smart Rocket kind of wasted from Symphonic. It does get taken down by Baseball's nades. He's on the pod, should be able to get it, gets it. He's going to die here to Caldera, I believe. Oh my goodness! Just turned on him. Disgusting. Alright. Turtle's on it. Keys misses his cycler. That's going to be a touch for sure. I think Turtle's going to melee him out. Nope, Turtle needs to learn how to run across the pod. Right, here we go. Control is on the side of Baseball's team, and it is a short pod, so it might go their way here. They're all trying to flank right. Disruptor Rifle takes him down, but the Cycler is still alive. Turtle goes in. Orbital is invested, but he's going to get it. He needed to be next to that next to that pod there. I think I saw Keys kind of fly away. I don't understand why he would do that. He has the Cycler. Ultimately, he is the one that's kind of be responsible for the defense. And he just kind of gave it up. Maybe he thought that the Orbital was going to cover it, but you should never trust that fully. And here we go. Portal makes a push. Keys lands it. There you go. That's what the Cycler's for. And this is looking very strongly on this side of Baseball's team. And it is, as they get their first pod. Score is currently 2-1.
Another pod is touched
Very
down.
fortunate fourth pod for them as it lands right next to the prior one. Keys already on it, getting a touch.
The area around the escape pod.
Keys takes down Symphonic. Ooh, Valera trying to fly above the pod, gets beamed by Baseball. The team shots are playing a big help here. Pirtle's going on the pod, there's nobody to stop him. Baseball goes in for a melee, does kill him, but not in time to prevent the flame. Oh my goodness, Baseball's movement is awesome. He is taken down though. Portal doing an attempt at defending. Keys is right above him, does not know. And here we go. They don't see each other. That was not good. But end result, Mijo's team is still in control. They've gunned Baseball. Andrew is there, but he's not gonna be able to help too much here. He gives the spawn, but they need to push in as a team. Keys is on it, is not able to get it. As Mijo's team grabs this pod, and they are now up 3-1. Kind of looking at scoreboards one more time here. Frankly, they seem pretty even. I think Keys isn't as dominant as he was in his last game, but the rest of the team is doing a pretty decent job. I think Baseball could maybe have more kills, but I mean, he has essentially the same amount of Mijo, who has slowed down. Despite him slowing down so much, his team's winning at a significantly stronger lead than they were in the previous game, where he was, you know, massacring everybody.
Stop the Imperials from securing that pod.
Kind of again goes to show the difference between playing a win and playing a kill. I do believe it is a best out of 3. I'm not completely sure, but if that is the case, then so far it's looking like Mijo's team is going to be taking this first victory in the Turkey Cup. There's still 5 minutes to go. Plenty of time for a comeback on the side of Baseball's team. They would only need 3 pops. They have the time for it. The question is, can they hold the defense effectively? So far, they have been struggling. And the pod goes the way of Mijo the moment I stop looking. Mijo's team is in control. I don't see them too close to the pod. There we go. Portal's on it. He's going to be able to get the cycler kill. He does get the cycler on Keys. but is not able to cycler him off it in time.
What's up, Colossus?
Still commentating. In the meantime, let's see. So Mijo's kind of trying to go in for a push on the top here. Oh, there's fire going. Ooh, cycler goes away of Purtle. Nice kill on Keys here. Looks like they will be able to hold this one. Whose team is losing? This is baseball's team right now. They're losing 4-1. This is the second one in the series, so it is looking like Mijo's team's gonna be the one to take the win here. All right, this might be match point. Mijo's team 4-1. They're kind of playing pretty aggressive now, but they do have the recent wipe, so they can get away with that. That's what happens here. What's he doing here? So watch this. You have a turret invested. Turret putting in work. BFL Ice takes down Symphonic. They're going in through the back. Do they know that? Mijo definitely knows that. Goes in for a push, but gets taken down promptly. BFL Ice kind of near the pod here. They absolutely can get a touch here. They do. 2.5 minutes left. I wonder if they even have enough time. They might be able to draw it and then maybe get another pod to land. But this is definitely an uphill battle now for a baseball team here to try to make a comeback. And there's the push. Purtle's on it. You can't let him touch. They do stop him. Unicorn kind of pushing in. Caldera gets taken down. Mijo is getting kills, but it's not going to be enough. The rest of his team is there to stop him. This pod is looking like it's going to go the way of baseball. Yeah, they're holding last second here. I only see Keys in the pod. I'd like to see more people hugging. But nevertheless, they do get the pod. Kind of looking around. BFL Eyes doing really good at 32-22. Baseball Rebels doing good, but I think we could be doing better. Unicorn still performing pretty strongly. 36-29. Again, far cry from the 50 kills we saw in the last game, but his team overall is just doing much better, right, since we're not playing Blast and actually defending this time. If I just saw somebody fall off the map. Oh, Keys tries to fly on pod. Unicorn says no. Air to air gun down. Purtle is on it. They are now doing the defense work. Pod is halfway claimed.
Yo, where Paxo at, bro?
It is halfway claimed. I'm gonna have to start muting people.
Paxo bitch. Bro, where's that Paxo bitch at, bro?
And this looks like the pod is gonna go the way of Mijo's team, and they're gonna get it. Purtle's sitting on it, hugging it with the cycler out. Is anyone going to go for a touch? Baseball might be able to here. Oh, it's Baseball and Purtle. Purtle takes him down on pod, and it goes with Mijo's team. I don't know. I think that's it, folks. 5-2. Much more solid performance from Mijo's team. Still dropped to 40. Someone correct me. Is this a best out of 3 series?
Yeah, it's best out of 3.
All right. Well, I'm going to cut it there. Thanks, yo. That's it for that one.